far-reaching surveillance programs so far known to the public. His name is Edward Snowden, and he's an employee of or was an employee of the defense contractor Booz Allen Hamilton. The company confirmed his employment in a press release yesterday afternoon. There was once a time before Reagan put us on a privatization binge when much of our, or most of our, national security workers were civil service government employees, and thus at least arguably answerable to we the people. However, ever since Reagan, our political class has become obsessed with the idea that since the government can't do anything right, private companies should take the reins over most of our commons, even in this case, the commons of national security. And that's resulted in an entire industry of companies like Booz Allen Hamilton, where Snowden worked, reaping billions and billions in profits every year to operate, lobby for, and even protecting the press, an ever-expanding and ever more profitable national security industry. Unlike government bureaucrats, these private companies and their CEOs are ultimately beholden to no one except their shareholders. In their defense, sort of, the corporations that form the backbone of the surveillance state are doing exactly what corporations are supposed to do: make money to boost profits and shareholder dividends. In this case, their profits just happen to depend on lobbying for larger and more invasive surveillance programs like PRISM, passing out millions to shareholders and CEOs, and paying low-level guys like Snowden, whose only degree was a GED high school equivalency test, a reported $200,000 a year, and stationing him in a Hawaiian paradise. Is that how a democratic republic should operate? Ideologues like Reagan, who supported outsourcing our national security, said that private corporations had the advantage over the government in every important way. They were more efficient, less expensive, produced a higher quality product, but that's just not the case. We know the CEOs like Booz Allen Hamilton's CEO Ralph Schrader are making tons of money. Even low-level tech workers like Edward Snowden are raking in way more than any government employee with a similar job. When you factor in the added pressure for shareholder profits and new contracts, the idea of any sort of genuine greater efficiency in the private sector, at least in this area of the commons, is laughable.